report came out showing that layoffs in the month of January hit their highest level since the Great Recession. The same month that Donald Trump and his cabinet, in his little meeting that he had last week at the end of the week, told us we're going to see the Trump boom in 2026. Trump repeatedly telling us we're in a new golden age of America. Everything with the economy is great and perfect, and it's the best economy we have ever had, Trump said earlier this week. And then the report came out saying that U.S. employers announced 108,435 layoffs for January, which is up 118% from the same period a year ago, and up 205% from just December. Companies announced only 5,306 new hires, also the lowest since January of 2009. And the data calls into question a narrative that has formed around a no hire, no fire labor market. Because that's what we've been hearing. If you've read any kind of economic analysis, like, well, the job market, yeah, it's not hiring people, but it's not firing people either. We have heard that from these, economists, from the data analysts, like, well, at least they're not firing people, they say, as they laid off 1.1 million people last year. So I'm not sure where they square that, but it happened. And now they're like, maybe with all of the firings, maybe people are getting fired. You realize that's what that statement means. They're like, we said nobody's getting fired, but the more we look at all the people getting fired, we think people might be getting fired. Okay, I think it may be time to stop listening to the economists. If that is literally what they're telling us, like nobody's getting fired when 1.1 million people got laid off last year, and they look at us and say, nobody got fired, maybe those are people we ought not listen to, right? They're denying reality just as Donald Trump is. But we are at Great Recession levels of job loss. Great Recession levels. Every single economic indicator tells us we are in a recession, except for the one that is controlled by the government. And that, of course, is whatever GDP is. So they tell us that GDP is actually increasing. All of the available data shows that all of the things that go into GDP are decreasing. So somebody, anywhere, tell me how that's possible. If all of the things that make up GDP are going down, but GDP itself is going up, according to the federal government that doesn't want you to think we're in a recession, I don't know how we square that either. So the big question becomes at this point, are we getting any form of accurate analysis or data about what the hell is actually happening in the economy? Now, from the independent groups, from the, independent economists, I think absolutely yes. And they're the ones telling us like, it looks like we're in a recession. But this is horrible data. And I will say that, yeah, all the job losses in January, because a lot of people may be saying that, well, January, we always lose jobs. And that is true. Typically, January, start of the year, start of the quarter, coming off the holiday season hiring, people get laid off in January. That's just what happens. But this January layoff of over 100,000 jobs, the analysts do say, like, it really exceeded our expectations. And a lot of times, exceeding somebody's expectations is a good thing, right? You want to exceed expectations. I did better. Not when it's losing, though. So don't come with the, well, we always lose jobs in January's idiot, because, yeah, we do, but only at this level when we're in a historically bad recession or a full-blown depression at this point. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.